Hey everyone, Shin here. So, I don't normally do this kind of video, but since this is such a big change to a lot of how the rewards work for dailies and whatnot in Guild Wars 2, I figured I would give you guys this video for those of you who can't log into the patch right away, or who may be at work, or whatever. So I figured I would run over all of the rewards that you can get out of the new login system, as well as show you guys some of the rewards you get from the new daily system. If you're wondering about the different character, I'm actually on the Sage client right now, but you'll see this video when the patch is released. Now, as far as how the login system works, when you first log in for the day, you log in after whenever this resets, you will see in the bottom right a little reward chest. It's a little different color, it's little blue and white, you can see it down in the bottom right corner here. Click that, that'll actually bring up that chart that those of you who read the blog post saw. It'll show you where your progress is, it'll show you what all you have left. You can mouse over any of these and it'll show you what you can get. And there's some pretty good stuff in here. So, going down each row, you have, for your first login of that row, you have Bag of Mystic Coins. This will increase for each row as you go, so it's not just going to be 2 coins per row. It actually goes 2 for the first row, then when you get to the second row, it's 4, then you get 6 and 8, etc., etc. That's the first login of each row. I'm going to say login of each row because this system won't reset when the month rolls over. This will only reset when you claim the final reward, the 28th reward down in the bottom right. So you don't need to worry about taking breaks or vacations or anything and having this suddenly reset on you. This will maintain your progress as you log in. You don't need to worry about any sorts of random resets. But anyway, the second is a Bag of Laurels. Starts out at 1, it goes to 2, and then I believe 3 and 4. Yep. It increases by 1 for each row. The third is Luck. Bags of Luck. It's essentially an exotic luck, followed by 2, followed by 3, followed by 4. Then the next one. This one got me a little hyped when I first saw it. This is a chest of Black Lion goods, and it allows you to choose one minor Black Lion item whenever you open one. This does not increase per row. This is the same thing for each row, but I can completely understand why it doesn't, because the stuff you get out of this is pretty cool. You can get Mystic Forge Stones, you can get Black Lion chest keys. You can get 4 Black Lion chest keys per login chart. That's pretty good as far as I'm concerned. Then you can also get transmutation charges, you can get boxes of fun, you can get any of the mobile access items. That's the merchant, the bank access, or the trading post merchant. Any of those. You can get a Black Lion salvage kit. You can get a repair canister, or you can get a revive orb. This is cool because it takes all of the random Black Lion trading post items that you might have gotten out of a daily or a monthly. It takes those and puts those into a chest that you can choose them from, instead of just sitting there and like you may have gotten your 12th Black Lion salvage kit that you haven't yet used the rest of them for, or anything like that. This gives you choice where before there was RNG. Then the next one, the 5th reward for each row actually changes as the chart goes along. The first 2 are crafting materials. I don't know what tier of crafting materials these are. It could be a completely random set. It could be all tier 5, tier 6. I don't know. I wasn't able to test this. But you get just a normal bag, followed by a bag that has more the next login row. The third row actually gives you a celebration booster. The celebration boosters are basically like the birthday boosters. They give a whole bunch of benefits like Magic Find and all the things that you expect from a bonus booster. And then the 4th row actually has a bag of 3 transmutation charges. Then the 6th reward for each row are basically tomes of knowledge. So if you're leveling alts or you need extra skill points or whatever, you get increasing amounts of tomes of knowledge. So the first row is 1, second row is 2, etc., etc., down to 4. And then your 7th reward actually changes as well. These ones are pretty big. So the first row, you get a bag of 10 laurels. Just straight up 10 laurels. Your second row gives you a chest of exotic equipment. This gives you a random piece of exotic gear. I don't know for sure, but if this works the way I think it is, this will give you a random piece of exotic gear from any loot table or any exotic in the game. And that means, if my logic is right, that this could give you precursors. Don't get too crazy, don't get super hyped out from what I just said. It's a random exotic, it's RNG. I don't even know for sure if it has precursors on its loot table, but that's my train of thought, that's my thinking. It could maybe give you any exotic in the game, which includes precursors. But anyway, third row's reward is 15 laurels. You get 10 for the first row, and then you get 15 more for the third row. So that's 25 laurels just from those two end rewards. That doesn't even include the laurel bags from the second day of each row. And then finally, for your 28th reward, your final reward of this login chart, they actually previewed this in the blog post, but this is the Chest of Loyalty. This gives you a permanent 2% increase to your account gold find, and it gives you a choice between a pack of Ascended crafting materials, a patch of legendary crafting materials, a bag of laurels, or Tomes of Knowledge. I don't know what the Ascended or Legendary Crafting Material packs have in them. This is another thing I couldn't check. I don't know if the Legendary Crafting Material bag has Tier 6 mats in it. They did confirm that there are clovers in there, but I don't know what else is in that bag. So you guys have to find that out for yourself in roughly a month's time. And then once you get the final chest, once you get that final reward, that Chest of Loyalty, then the login reward chart will reset back up to the first bag of Mystic Coins, assuming this chart doesn't change per month. I would assume it doesn't, but you never know. ANET could have snuck it in so it randomizes each month or something like that. Anyway, those are the login rewards. As for how the new daily system works, what'll happen is after you click the continue button after seeing the login reward chart, it will pop up all of that day's daily achievements, and you can see what all you have available for each game mode, and it orders the daily achievements as far as difficulty or time needed to achieve each one from least intensive at the top to most intensive at the bottom. So, for example, in PvE, you might have a daily that has you gathering a bunch of herbs in a few zones as the easiest one, but at the bottom it might have you killing a world boss. In World of the World, it could be capturing a sentry point is the easiest, and taking over a keep is the hardest. In PvP, it could be helping to capture a point as the easiest, and it could be winning a game as the hardest. It changes every day. I only was able to see the ones on the stage client, so I don't know what all is in there. From what I can tell, there are new dailies to be done. There are different objectives from what we've had up until now. It seems like they have a bit more flexibility with this system. Also, before, you wouldn't get anything special for completing your daily achievements other than some achievement points. Now, for each daily you finish, you actually do get some rewards. And those rewards get better the more intensive the daily is. So, for example, finishing the one I mentioned earlier with gathering the herbs, that will give you a bag that has a bunch of random herbs in it, and it'll give you a little bit of experience. It gives you a writ of experience, which is about an event's worth of experience. It's pretty handy if you're leveling characters or just need that next skill point or whatever. They're pretty nice to have. Now, the more challenging ones give you more substantial rewards. So, for example, the objective where you capture a keep in World of the World, that will give you a Thimble of World experience, that'll give you 20 badges of honor, and that'll give you a Tome of Knowledge. So the jump in quality of rewards does go up fairly substantially between each of the daily achievements. Now, finally, when it comes to the daily achievement points, they've set it so now you only need to do 3 achievements per day, and you get 10 points once you've completed those 3. It can be any 3, it can be any combination of game modes, whatever. But if you're someone who is interested in the rewards from the daily achievements, you can still go ahead and do the rest of those achievements. If you want to put in that extra time to get that extra Tome of Knowledge or that extra world experience or whatever, even after you finish the 3 achievements for those achievement points, you can still go ahead and do the other daily achievements to get those rewards. It's a pretty neat system if you need just that one extra Tome of Knowledge for an alternate character, or you need just that little bit of extra experience for a level up for a new skill point, whatever. You can go ahead and do those other achievements each day and get that little bit of extra reward. I think it's a pretty cool system because it allows people who want to do those, who want to put in a little bit of extra time and get those extra rewards. It gives them that option rather than just cutting them off at the 3 achievement mark. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found it informative. If you want me to do more of this kind of new patch, reporty type stuff, feel free to let me know in the comments. This is not something I normally do, but if you guys want to see more of it, I'm more than willing to do it. Other than that, thanks everyone for hanging out. I will see you around the stream or in the next video. Take care, everyone.